Hi, Scorpio. This is Just with your August 2016 reading. I hope that you guys are having an enjoyable month so far. Before I get started, I wanted to say if this does not resonate with you, go back and check your other signs as it relates to your moon, rising, or sun that is not Scorpio. The energies are changing a lot, guys. So, what was once resonating with you before may not be resonating with you now. So I would advise you to go in your other areas of your chart, moon, rising, or sun. You can also check Venus as it pertains to love, moon and Venus typically for love, and see what that brings for you because it may resonate more for you. Okay. Also, if you guys would like a personal reading, I do provide personal readings. I've gotten several messages asking if I provide readings. I do. At the beginning of my video, there's always a bulletin that explains exactly the readings that I offer and how to contact me. There's always that information as well in the description box below, so you guys can find the email address of how you can contact me and we can proceed further. So now on to your reading. Now I know that energies have definitely shifted in a big way when Scorpio reading is one of the better readings that I've done so far. Okay, now I know it's official. The energies have changed. It's good. Excuse me, guys. It's good, but there is some things here. Okay. Now I see what is with you guys in this fire sign. Some of you, I mean, you guys have been with this fire sign. Has been going on forever. Um, but so we're gonna focus first on work. I feel like work is really looking good for most of my Scorpios out there. I feel like some of you guys, I just keep getting this strong sense that some of you guys have met someone at the workplace. I'm trying to get into that later, okay? But I do see strongly that there's someone that you met in the workplace. But that later. I feel like you guys have been taking on a fire energy since last month, maybe since like May. I want to say some of you as early as May, others of you June, go further down the whole spectrum. But I feel like you guys have been taking on more of a fire energy for a while now, and you have really been grabbing life by the balls and making things happen for yourself. I feel like fire signs have been very pivotal lately for some of you, so you could be working closely with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries person, someone that is results driven, someone that really has a lot of dynamicism, someone that's always kind of has more of an upbeat kind of personality. They're not very talkative, but they're action orientated. And if they do talk to you, it's always about what they're about to do, what they just did, and what they're doing right now. So it's all about the action. They're very expressive, very passionate people. I'm feeling like there could be a position or possibility that some of you may want to enter into something with this person. Okay, so there could be possibly you wanting to start something with this person. Okay, and I'm not talking about love. I'm talking about career. So you may be working very closely with them on a project, and now you guys are kind of trying to decide who else to bring on board with this project. There could be another person that you're working closely with them. Others of you may be wanting to start your own business, and you're working closely with a fire sign. You're partnering up with a fire sign. Okay, and I feel like in the workplace you're doing really well. It's like you're working really hard. You're being appreciated for the work that you're putting out there. There may be, so it could be you. Some of you could be have your own business where you're running the show, and like a real estate thing, like you're showing properties, or you are building buildings, or you're doing some type of real estate work, or you're doing like a client-based work where you're selling a product to people, you're putting on certain presentations for others. You're the voice of something. So whatever it is, it could be in any type of industry, any type of background, but you are the voice. People are coming to you for advice, for You're being referred by others. People are coming to you for help, for advice, or just to have some work done. Okay. But you are almost like a one-man show. Okay. So I feel like if some of you are thinking about partnering up with someone, they don't do what you do. Like you do one element of the business, and then they'll be doing something totally different. Okay. They may be doing the foot traffic and footwork to bring the people in. And then once they're there, then you're actually putting on the presentation. But I feel like what you do, you're doing singularly. On your own, and you're actually really having a lot of people wanting to work with you. I feel like you're getting a lot of contacts. There's a lot of communication of people being interested and wanting to work with you. I feel like you can sense, you understand that, you know what, whatever this thing is that you started, I feel you started it 3 months ago, or since the month of March. Probably more close to 3 months than March for most of my Scorpios. Whatever it is, I feel like now you guys are really starting to see, oh, this thing is really going to take off. Like, this thing is really, like, I'm good at it. I love what I do. People are responding to me really well. And you're like, this is a staple. I'm really going to put all that I can in this situation. And I feel like for some of you, the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit. Okay, with this new opportunity, this new job, your new career focus, your new business. I'm feeling more strongly. It's applying to everyone as that can relate to this. But I'm getting more of a strong sense for my Scorpios that has started something independent onto themselves. It's like my brain thinks so quickly, and then me trying to get the words out sometime as I'm doing this, it just always seems to be a problem. So excuse me. So yeah, I see that there's like sky's the limit, guys. However, I'm getting this strong sense that something has to end before this totally takes off. Okay, because I feel like there's this energy around you guys that I feel like is kind of dampening things from kind of taking off. There's some other things that, like checks and balances, some other things that's going on that you kind of need before you can really make this thing go. And I also wanted to say a message before I started this, and then once I started going, I just got into the cards. But what I picked up strongly is for those Scorpios that is having stability issues in the home, as far as you being mobile, you wanting to leave, you wanting to go to a new place, like you wanted to move somewhere, but you can't, you're stuck because of money. I feel money is the basis of the whole situation. Others of you are in an unstable home life situation. Okay. But it's not time yet. Like, you can't make this move. Know that, and there's a lot of mental hangups over this. You guys are really mentally struggling to some extent, I feel, wanting to separate yourself from a situation, wanting to get to a better place in this. Like, I've been getting this for the longest with Scorpios, that there's some problems in your home. There's some problems with just your personal being stable. Like, your stability is problematic for a lot of Scorpios. With some Scorpios, I'm not gonna say a lot, but for some Scorpios, your stability. And let me be very clear about what I mean by that. I don't just mean your physical structure. You may have a very good job, a great career, making oodles and oodles of money. You may come from money. Money may not be the problem. The physicality of things may not be the problem, but the external structure of your home, the people inside your home, may be a problem. How you have your house set up, the people there, and how you guys are getting along, and the dynamicism of your relationships in your home could be very much unstable. It could also be the actual structure. Like, your home is, you don't have a home of your own. You could be living with other people. You could be in this limbo stage of, like, I'm just not stable. I'm staying here with this person, or I'm staying with my parents, or I'm staying here with friends, or with people, or with relatives, or whatever. I'm with my ex. I'm staying with my ex, and whomever it is that you're staying with. But you don't have your own stable place. Okay, it is psychologically doing a number on you guys. It is. Okay. That message was very strong. And I know it's going to touch some people. Again, I know how private Scorpios are, so I don't know how much you guys are going to want to share with that. But for those that applies to, I want to make sure that you understand. You're going to have to. So here's the thing. It's coming. Okay. You're going to move. You're going to get on solid ground. Okay. Your time is now. Things are starting to happen. It's taking its time because things still have to. I'm telling everyone it's a sifting process right now. It's a lot of endings. I can't stress enough. It's so many endings, like endings, because people are literally starting new chapters in their life. Whole new chapters. When this Jupiter, keep saying when Jupiter and Libra come, guys, it's going to be a whole different ball game. So it's coming, guys. It's coming. Here's the thing. I feel like either in the next 4 months, or by June of next year. Okay. So we're in August, September, October, November. I'm getting November, December, or by February of next year. Now, some people are saying, well, it's, November, December. That's the holidays. Listen, if an opportunity comes and it's time to go, you need to go. You can pick back up the holidays next year and it'd be even better. And I'm talking about the people that is in this crisis situation, not someone that's like, well, I would like to, but I'm not in a rush. This doesn't necessarily apply to you. You may be looking more, I'm sorry, I said February. So I guess for some of you guys, it will be February, but I was speaking more to 4 months out or June of next year is what I wanted to say. Okay. But I said February, so it could be February for some of you guys. So it could be the month of February for some of you guys or the month of June for others of you. Okay. But it's going to happen. You're going to get yourself away from this and you're going to walk out. You're going to leave. You're going to leave. And I'm hoping that when you do, it's not something where you feel like you got to leave like a thief in the night or, you have to leave with a heavy heart. If you know that this place is not stable and you're not doing anything to contribute to the instability of it, then you should leave with your head held high. Which I do see that there will be a leaving with the head held high. And some of you could be going back to a place that's familiar to you. Okay. So some of you, if you've left your home and you've moved like your state, your city, your country, ... your town, you could be going back there. If you've left a place that's known to you, like your place where you felt was home. It doesn't even have to be a place that you were born, but just a place where you felt, what? I felt like this was more my home than any place I've ever been. You maybe find yourself going back there. Okay. And I feel like, good things are coming, guys. Just make sure that you're reconciling with the stability of your life, because I'm feeling like that is the challenge with you guys. Most of my Scorpios, money is looking good for you guys. You guys are getting new jobs. You're getting new opportunities. Others of the Scorpios that's still like, well, wait a minute. I don't know what you mean because I'm still unemployed. I feel like things are going to start coming in for you within the next 3 weeks. Okay, so I'm feeling more like the end of August. Things are going to start to change for you because I do see by like October, you're going to be really happy. Okay, so I feel like in the next 6 weeks, you guys are going to be working. You're going to get an opportunity. Obviously, put your resume out there and be proactive, because without doing that, then there's going to be nothing. But I do see that there's going to be an increase. Okay, so if I were you, I would definitely play the lotto. I would play a little bit of lotto. I'm not saying go gamble. So, I'm just saying that finances, there's an indication that you can get some gains. Okay. There's an indication that you can get some gains, but obviously don't spend what you can't afford to lose or let go. But I do see the ending of August ending in a good note for you guys. Okay. There's going to be increases. There's going to be gains. I do see that there's going to be increase that comes to you guys. So again, going back to the workplace, I feel like for some of you that's getting a lot of recognition. I feel like some of you could be taking on vacation at work. So in the next couple of days, the next couple of weeks, I feel like some of you are going to be, actually leaving for vacation. And I feel like some of you are going to be going around the world, or you're going to be going way cross country. Okay, on the other side of the world, I feel like you guys are going to be going. And for some of you, I feel like through this trip, there's going to be like, you're going to rebalance yourself. You're going to, so it's like getting away from this unstable home life for a minute. It's like, it's going to stabilize you. It's going to make you feel, more stable. If those of you that's looking to expand your business overseas, like start doing import and export, and it looks really good for you guys. I feel like you're going to really start to see a lot of gains within the next 6 months. Business is really going to start picking up for you guys. Now, what is something that you really have to work on? Like, what's the advice which you have to take with you through this video is that you don't want to allow this instability to affect you as a person. You have got to see all of the blessings that you have going on around you. And even if you have someone out here saying, I have nothing good. Well, you have a laptop, a phone, something that you're able to even make a comment because you're listening to this. So there's even that is not true, because there's something that you have to even be able to get on an internet, to even be able to have this thought because you've listened to this video. So it's just all about mind, because I feel like your transition, and everyone's going through this huge transition, and I feel like your transition is for you to not allow your emotions to affect your mental state. I feel like that's for all the water signs, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. That is your lesson. And when you guys, master that, then new doors and new opportunities are gonna expound on a level that you haven't even anticipated. Like, seriously. Okay. But don't allow anything that you feel is unstable in your life right now that has the propensity to destabilize you, because it's destabilizing. It is something that is very much destabilizing, and it affects you. It affects your foundation. So it would affect anyone. Try your best to accept things for what they are and still see the good in it, and to really focus on the great things that you have in existence, and the plans that you're making for your future. Because I see a lot of you guys, the focus this month is you guys making a lot of plans. You're going to be making plans. Or if you're not writing them down, which I really hope you guys write your plans down, you're going to be thinking. When I first looked over these cards, the first thing that came to my mind was contemplation. I think that's going to be your tagline, is you're going to be in this month is a contemplative month. Very much so. So you're going to be heavily contemplating things this month. Absolutely. Okay. But the reality is that there's some things that needs to end so new things can begin. And I feel like until you reconcile your emotions, that always coincides with your mental state, the new beginning is going to be that much longer delayed, because that ending hasn't happened yet. So there has to be an ending that then creates a new beginning for you guys. But there is a new beginning afoot. Some of you guys could be going to school abroad. Okay. Learning a whole new language, I'm seeing, have made a lot of sacrifices. So some of you could have been supported by your family, and they're sending you to another country to learn a different language, to get your education in a whole different country. It could be because, it's a lot more economically friendly there. It could be free. It could be very inexpensive. And so you're going abroad to learn a trade. And I feel like you don't have to worry. Like, if you're worrying about, the culture may be a bit destabilizing for you guys, so trying to get adjusted to your surroundings, that may be destabilizing for some of my Scorpios. Okay. But once you're able to reconcile that for yourself, I think you guys are going to be just fine, because everything, for the most part, everything is really good for you guys. It's just that reconciliation that you guys are going to be doing for the remainder of August. But the end of the month, I do see that there's going to be some money, some increase that comes in for you guys. So that's always nice to see, right? I do see that there is some type of, now, In the workplace, I just want to say this before I move forward to love. There is at the workplace, and I don't see, and I'm so happy finally, I don't see any conflicts at work for this month of August. No conflicts, guys. So that's really good to see. But I feel like there's some type of, like, some of you guys might be having to travel. Like, now you started a new job, went away, like I said, the school thing, new country thing, or your job really requires you to have to travel, or you, again, expanding on a new opportunity with your own company, and now you have to travel long distance. I feel like that separation from your mate can be very hard on you guys. That leaving your home base could be very hard on you. I do see for some of my Scorpios that are going to college, going to schools that are away from home, it's going to be a bit challenging on you guys to kind of really kind of like settle in, if you will. You'll be fine. You know, everything will be okay. But I feel like by October, you guys will be very happy. For those of you that applies to, that really is having a hard time readjusting from a distance from your loved one. So it could be family, it could be your actual romantic interests that you had to leave and go and travel away from, or they traveled away from you. And there's just that heaviness of heart from not being around them. But as it relates to the workplace, I feel like there is a earth sign, someone that's very practical, down to earth, someone that knows how to make money. They could be an accountant, the finance guy. They could be in the financial aspect of your company. If you work in the finance department or in a finance firm or something like that, they could be your supervisor, your manager, the head person. I feel like this person is going to be very supportive of you. You may hear that this person is going to get married, or they're having children. You may hear that this person could be ending a long-term relationship as well. You may be hearing that this person is ending a long-term relationship, but they reconcile this with themselves. Okay. If there was any issues that person had been going through, they may be telling you that, they've gotten on the other side of things. Okay. Or if you're hearing that they're going through something, by the month of October, they'll be on the other side of things. They would have gotten over whatever they're going through now, and they'll be on the better side of it. Okay. But I do see that an earth sign is very much going to be a prominent figure for the Scorpios for this month. Now, love. Now, this fire sign, okay, this love reading is very simple. It's very clear. There are 3 people. Yes. Okay. I know. I'm going to focus on you guys that's not in this threesome relationship in a minute. But, okay, so this threesome relationship, there are 2 people. Scorpio women, I'm talking to you. Men, and I'm going to talk to you in a second. Scorpio women, I'm talking about you. Yes. There's a fire sign and an earth sign. And this fire sign has been around for what, 50 years? Like, this fire sign, I'm being facetious, but of course this could actually happen to somebody. And I mean, shout out to you if, you're like in your 70s and 80s and you're watching this video. But yeah, I see a fire sign that I feel almost like in the month of August, they've like kind of turned their back on you, or they're focusing on something else. Like their focus is it's like he's focusing on something else. Okay. And the thing is that I'm feeling like you are contemplating what you want to do, okay, with this fire sign. Now, here's the thing. For some of you, it's him that's contemplating what he wants to do. There's you and there's another person. Somebody that he's with, like he's really with them. Or it could be you that he's really, really with you. Or you could be the other person, right? And he's trying to decide what. And I feel like if this is him, he's been trying to decide what to do for months now. Okay. So he's been constantly trying to find out or figure out what he wants to do with this whole situation. Okay. I feel like he has contributed to your instability. I hope I'm saying, your you feeling destabilized. Okay. I feel like he is contributing to that and has contributed to that. Okay. I really do. I feel like for those of you that's dealing with two men, because I see that very clearly, you're dealing with two men. One of you are married to this man, lived with him, have been with him for a very long time. And I'm feeling like it's this fire sign, because this fire sign's been beating out every other energy for a long time. Some of you are with this fire sign, okay? You could have children by him. Y'all could be married. You could live together. Or they could just be a long-standing boyfriend or long-standing whatever. But they've been around a long time. And I said for some of you, this person's been around for 2 years, okay? And so for some of you, it could be a 20-year situation. It could have been a 6-year situation with a fire sign. Or it could be a 2-year situation with a fire sign. Okay. And I feel like this person throughout the relationship is always, he's still not sure what he wants to do. Or for the past 2 years, he's been on this past 2 years, past 2 months, he's been on this whole, he's not sure what he wants to do. Okay. There is someone else that you have in your side pocket. All right. And I feel like there's someone that he has. So there's someone he has, there's someone that you have. And I feel like you're with someone that you can build a life with, but this other person, and at this point, I'm not even going to say the fire sign or the earth sign, because then you guys can plug in whichever sign this applies to. Okay. I will say something in a minute though, but I feel like in your mind, it's like, I know that I can build something with this person. But this other person, it's like, I like their style. I like what they give. Like it's almost like they're quite entertaining. It's just, I can't. Okay, how am I going to explain this? It's like a person where it's like, you know what? It's a character. Somebody that's like a character. They keep you going. There's always something with them. And I'm not talking about necessarily drama, but they're full of life. So anytime you're around them, you talk to them, it's almost like they are so, they have so much life in them that, it's exciting. It's exciting. But where this other person that it's like, this is the grown-up person. This is the grown-up Scorpio thinking like, well, this is the right, this person really, this earth sign is down for you. Some of you guys have been together for 10 years. Some of you got kids together. If you just met this person can already see everything with you. Okay, they can see family life 10, 20 years forever with you. They can see it. Okay, they're there. They're not going anywhere. And you know that. Even if the person is new, like if you know the person and you already know that, this person is down for me. They're not going anywhere. They're committed. They are what you would consider, they're loyal. This person is very loyal to you. Okay. Does really well for himself. He has money. He's extremely practical. He has money, but he's not controlled by his money, but he do understand the value of it. And, he has your back, and I feel like, for some of you guys, it's as if I'm getting a sense of like, you're at this point where you kind of want to say goodbye to him. Like, he's there, but it's almost as if it's like, I know he's there. Let's not start taking people for granted now. Don't take anyone for granted. But I'm also sensing that it's like, okay, for some of you, this is the other person. And the fire sign or whomever, the fire sign is just somebody that's very energetic. It's like a character, someone that kind of has a lot of energy, passion, and it kind of gives you a lot of excitement. This earth sign, I feel like you feel like, you know what? I know he's there, so I don't have to give him too much attention. I can focus on my family and, this fire sign, this person that I know, if I don't stay on this thing, problems, so it's like, you're really focusing on your family and you're feeling like this person is off in the wings somewhere. Okay. For others of you, I feel like, this person is there. They're not going anywhere. And so, but then you really would like to have that, like all of what they can provide you. They're very decisive. They're serious. They're loyal. They give you a level of security, confidence and all of that stuff. Confidence in them, in this relationship that you have with them. There's no second guessing it. There's no questioning it. There's no, on again, off again. It's stable. At least it's stable from them or from their perspective. Okay. I feel like some of you guys are really wishing that you can have it with the fire sign. I feel like you really wish that you could have it with the fire sign. Some of you guys want to marry that fire sign. And I feel like some of you know just what to do to that fire sign. Okay. I feel like some of you know just what to do with that fire sign. Okay. Others of you, I've just seen that there could be a new passionate relationship with a water sign, with another water sign such as yourself, when you've moved away. So if some of you guys have moved, or some of you guys are going to be moving and you are like, okay, I ended my relationship. I'm not in a relationship with anyone at all. I feel like through that move, you could be meeting someone, a water sign. Now, my men, I see that my men are very much in a contemplative state. Okay. I definitely see that there are threesomes, even with the men. Okay. So the same thing. Okay. But there could be the other woman, with another man. And it's crazy because I don't see really you in this. I'll just see you being devastated, emotionally devastated. So I feel like through a devastation, a contemplation of, the future with a situation, you realizing that there was some deceit, some cheating, some stepping out, a relationship ended. Okay. And now you're just trying to pick up the pieces and balance things for yourself. But there will be this heartbreak, this disappointment, this separation that you're going to have to kind of go through. And I'm speaking to everyone, and I am focusing on my men at this time as well. But I see that the reality of the situation is, even though the relationship, and I'm speaking to my men, the reality of the situation is that even though you were heartbroken, yes, you had to end the situation, yes, your heart is heavy, you are devastated, okay? You're going to be there for your children, no matter what. Some of you, I'm hoping that you don't take some time and turn your back on your children, okay? I'm hoping that you don't necessarily try to turn your back on them just to kind of get yourself together, like you become MIA this month, just trying to get yourself together, but I feel like for the most part, you guys are definitely going to do what you need to do as a father, as a parent, and you're going to be there for those children and you're going to do your part. Okay. You guys are going to be okay in the love sphere. For my couples out there, none of this is the case. I feel like some of you are working together really well. I feel like communication is good. Some of you are traveling, so, and some of you could be building a home, renovating and that sort of thing. And so you're kind of like trying to get on the same page. Well, where should we go? Well, where should we travel to? And, what do we want to do with this house? And where do we want to go forward with the house? So it could be some selling of a home, renovating of a home to prepare to sell it, trying to prepare long-term for moving. Some of you could be leaving and moving to a new country. I see that some of you may have to be paying out something at the end of the month. Or getting some kind of increase, but some of you could be paying out something. But I feel like more if it's going to be an increase. So some of you could have applied for some type of credit or something as it relates to your home, and you could be getting an increase. If some of you went on one of these trips that is like you go on this little trip and then you sit in on the orientation or presentation. You guys do that to get a trip across the country somewhere, and then at the end you kind of get a refund or a bonus or some type of profit from doing that. I do see that for some of my couples. I do see that there's going to be things are going to definitely start to look up for you guys. As far as this fire sign is concerned, I feel like he's going to come back around. Like, you know, he's right now, I feel like his focus is on other things. He's going to come back around. And but then you're going to have to walk away from him because there's cheating. And you guys know that, you know, that's just not good karma. That's not good morality. None of that is good. So that is what I see for you guys. This video is way too long. That is what I see for you guys for the month of August. Let me know if this resonates with you guys, definitely. And if you would like to help support the channel, I definitely have a description of how you can support the channel in the description box below. But at the very least, you guys can thumbs this video up. Okay, that way that it allows other people to see it, because the more that it's shared and the more likes that it gets, then the more it's going to be shared, and the more views it'll get by others. More I'm trying to think of what I want to say as far as the more it'll be shared. Okay, since it's a really new channel, then a lot of people are not being able to kind of find it. So and I'm hearing a lot of people saying, I'm so glad I found your channel. So I'm like, okay, how did you find it? So I think it's the likes. If you make a lot of likes, then that'll be helping people kind of be able to locate this channel a lot more. So thumbs up if you like, leave a comment below if you like, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe if you like, because I will be back next week with another one. Take care, guys.